Florin, BJJ Techniques.
Distance control. Jiu-Jitsu, create distance, eliminate the distance, be the person controlling the distance, right? So first drill, we'll enter into our hooks guard, right? That's a half a butterfly hook. We're going to call that a hooks guard. Foot to the outside, right? So it's a nice little hip scoot in, the legs kind of cross up. My outside leg is the hook. My inside leg comes over the top. Whatever knee is inside, whatever hook guard is being made with the lower body, underhook with the upper body. We want to start to glue ourselves here, whether we're collapsing. You can even start to find this little sweep a little bit, and then maybe every 5, 6, 7 reps, maybe you find the sweep, and then we come right back to the knees. Otherwise, we're just kind of playing, getting in control, creating the space, eliminating the space, creating the space, eliminating the space, switching the hands and the feet, trying to be smooth. You can go a little less, right? Kind of being maybe butterfly guard, and then come in, and then every once in a while, grab. Make sure you're using that bottom foot for that nice sweep, and then just come back. 2 minutes me, 2 minutes you. Just be playing like this. 1, 2, 1. Yes. And then every now and then, you got 2 minutes. Try to make good work out of it. You're gonna post 1 foot on the floor. And I'm going to try to keep my shoe engaged. I'm going to stay in this hand fight, and then don't be too predictable. Right? I just want to keep those points of contact, looking for we're both kind of playing a hand fight. It's light, right? But we're playing a hand fight, and I'm keeping my points of contact. Right? Nice. Now go down again. If I were to have this control, and that leg were to lift up, I can hit this very similar sweep with the upper body control. Right, and of course this foot can come to the outside, you can drop right here. You can almost stay connected right there. You turn the steering wheel, driving the RV, driving a big truck across the country to Colorado, do some dirt biking with my boys. Right? I turn that wheel and I can lift that leg up, and I have essentially a really nice sweep. And this is really good for my friend Jay, because then he's going to choke your neck right away, right? So, the drill is mostly the hand fight and these points of contact right here. Just play a little bit, all right? I'm just looking for my hand control. Let's say I was able to come here, and then I feel that leg come up. This is a good time to maybe get the sweep a little bit, okay? But don't overthink the sweep. I really want you to concentrate on the points of contact, right? Even if my hands weren't involved, I'm engaging my core here. I'm staying in my seated position, and I'm keeping my points of contact. I don't know which leg is gonna bring up, but I have a little bit of tension on both. And that way I'm always keeping my points of contact. Yeah, 2 minutes for me, 2 minutes for you. All the right kind of muscles are going to burn. On 2, 1. A little bit in and out again. Let's find those butterfly hooks. Let's find our lift. The partner's going to catch his base and balance, feet and hands. He's going to posture up for me. I'm going to hit X guard. I'm going to take that to single leg X guard. I'm going to find my sweep. I'm going to find my 2 points, and we'll be able to switch top to bottom. I'll do this for a little while, right? So you could continue to play on the outside. Hooks guard 1, reposition, butterfly guard 2. I like an S grip on his lower back for this. All the grips are good, right? But I like the S grip on this one. I'm going to try to put my forehead in the center of his chest. And just like old school bear hug, wrestling takedown, I pull his lower back in and I push his chest out, right? The closer my sit bones are to the heels, the more power I have in my lift. By the time my lower back gets to the floor, my heels are above my knees. And I come in here, I get my grip, I start to fall back already. My heels are above my knees. My friend finds his base and his balance. I transition to X guard. I'm gonna try my best to keep this far leg, especially in the X guard scenario when he's in close, right? There's gonna be a time, of course, when I'm gonna start to stretch him out and that grip won't be there. But for right now, I'm gonna keep control of both legs. Of course, you could hood hit your X guard sweep, but we're looking for a few transitions this morning. So we go from X guard to single leg X, right? This is not a position, it doesn't exist. X guard to single leg X, we're beating the knee line, okay? So the hips come way up high. So there's so much power for that sweep, and of course, you have all the leg entries right now, but let's get like that technical standard going. If I stay engaged right here, just got 2 points for the sweep, and now I have an opportunity to get 3 more for a guard pass, right? If we're thinking competition-wise. And then because of the scenario, we'll be able to switch the perspective. He gets his butterfly, catch my base, he has X guard, he switches to single leg X guard. He finds a nice big sweep off to the side, he's thinking about his points. There's 2, I come right in, and we'll put 5 minutes on the clock and we'll just drill it. So you got your entry, you got your elevation, you got your points of contact, you got your transition to X guard, there's sweeps and there's control here, keeping the pressure on with all the transitions. You find your single leg X, the knees squeeze together, the hip goes high. I just turn my whole body out to the side. I have control of both feet, right? As I come out, I can be right into my leg drags, right into my double X position, right into my passing sequence. Let's just play top to bottom. Sounds good? On 2, 1. Let's work some frames, a little bit of hips. And then we'll start to make our way into either a hook guard and a hook sweep, or a butterfly guard. You can have butterfly sweeps, there's the arm drags, all the things, right? So we'll start half guard. In mind, we're just playing like kind of a traditional half guard the next couple weeks, no lockdowns. We want to keep this bottom leg tight, right? Heel to sit bone, that's the thing that's trapping my opponent. Half guard exists as long as I'm on my side, right? If I'm flat on my back, I don't have any moves, I need to be on my side. Now whether I'm playing low with the shin shield here, like trying to keep my arms framed up, or playing it tight. This guy's gonna be smothering me, right? He's gonna be trying to cross face me. He wants his underhook here real bad, all the things, right? So sometimes it's nice to just play nice and tight in here, right? And keep your head buried, and I just glue myself to my friend until I can start to work some hooks in. And whether I'm just like elevating to play off here, come back down at good base. The same thing can happen from the outside where I'm just scooting out, getting a hook, then I can start to build up. Even with that leg trapped underneath, right? You can have sweep number 1. Use those toes, get that lift. Right? Starting in the half guard, I like this foot to be able to push my hip out to get that insert, right? And then from there, yeah, you can be right under butterfly. The butterfly is nice because you have your arm drags, right? This can take me to the back. You have your elevation that we just worked on right now, and of course, you have your standard butterfly sweep. And I've been trying to keep my shoelaces engaged here on those butterfly sweeps until I know I have my positioning to close it all off. So for a few more minutes on the clock, 5 minutes, let's be starting in half guard now. I'm trying to find our way into my hooks guard, butterfly guard. Sometimes you want to go one side and then switch off the other. Come down a little bit on me here. Just like right there, yeah. So like sometimes it's nice, you get like a hook in and you move through butterfly guard to the opposite side, right? And it gives like a lot of power for that hook sweep right there, just going left side, right side. The other thing, right, we're drilling that X guard a little bit, that entry. That other thing that happens for me a lot of the times here is when I start to come here, I'll just stay tight and I'll rotate from, right now I'm on my left hip, I'm gonna go to my right hip. As I do that, I'm gonna be lifting and pushing my opponent. If he does nothing, I get these little sweeps. If he starts to find his base and balance, right, like finding his hands on the mat, trying to find his feet on the floor, this is when I start to enter into some X guards. The single leg X is also right there, backside entries into your 50-50s, all the things, right? It happens from elevating that hook. So for like 5 minutes more, going back and forth, just going from the half guard, trying to make your way into some kind of hooks or butterfly guard position. 1, 2. Different than D-pack.
Not deep half guard.
Not deep half guard, just in deep on our half guard, right?
There's an in.
Yeah, in nice and tight, right? I'm really thinking about, especially in the no-gi, right? And the gi has so much to grab onto. In the no-gi, I'm really thinking about trying to pickpocket that front pocket, right? I'm really trying to get like inside there and get like really buried in tight here. Elbow deep like always on the far leg, right? We're always elbow deep. I have this nice tight waist. He's gonna be on that overhook. He has to be, otherwise I take his back. So he has to be on that overhook. Now, we'll just work the sweep today, and if there are like counters to the back, like hit them. But I'm just gonna show the sweep, and then we'll drill a little bit, and it looks like everybody's kind of playing their own games anyhow, so it's like perfect, right? This will be our starting point. They have to go overhook, take away that overhook, take away that overhook, because if they don't, I'm just building up, and once I get here, like I'm already attacking his back, whether I'm pulling in, hopping over, finding neck chokes, full, like corkscrew arm bars, everything can start to happen once I get the hip up and going, right? So he knows this. So he has the wizard, right? I'm in tight. I move my feet together, right? You could be locked up here. I tend to be standing here a lot of the times, and then of course my foot is out because I'm trying to make for my X guard. But here is nice control. Okay, I'm pulling him into me with my upper body. Now my feet move together to the inside to trap the bottom of his ankle. Sometimes, I mean, it's like, it happens. I'll cross over, and then I try to go to like collect this leg, and then my bottom leg, I get stuck on my own shoelaces, right? So from this position, the feet move together, and now I'm clear. The lower on the ankle, the better, right? Put it in my knee, right? I'm trying to turn his hips away just a little bit. You can get a little bit more torque if you go below his knee with your bottom leg as well. And now you're like turning your knees up to the sky. Lift your knee up for me. This is good enough though for the sweep, especially if your toes are engaged. Now the trick to completing the sweep, because the second he feels me go this way, he'll take his whizzer out and block, right? So when I'm here and I feel that whizzer, I really want to glue my chest to his belly. Here, pull that whizzer out. I have maybe like an extra 2 seconds, if that. Maybe like 1 extra second, but that arm is trapped. Because we doesn't have that defense. You really want to push your chest in, right? So the sweep, the coyote sweep, I'm pulling that leg behind. You can get a little deeper here, and then I need to pull my, like, flare that chest open, right? Like, show your muscles off to your mom. Be strong here, pump out your chest, flex your bicep muscles. I was funny last night too. I had a couple jokes. When I got home from jiu-jitsu, I had Allie laughing a little bit. Said, "Oh, you're funny tonight." I've been drinking a lot of coffee this week, so I'm just amped. Happy to be back full-time training. 3 days off in the mountains was enough. I glue my chest here, right, and then I can have that nice sweep. Get out of the half guard. Be careful for all the crazy weird triangles they're going to hit you with. And start to move, right? Of course, if they post, you go right back to where you were, right? Maybe I miss a little bit of that arm trap here, so then when I go to sweep, the post is take the wizard out, so block the sweep, then I just go right back to where I was. And Coach Javier is very smart to reapply the wizard. Then I can go right back to the sweep sometimes, or I can build up with my limp arms. You guys like play from there. I'm more focused a little bit on the sweep today. Next week, more back takes and submissions from the bottom. 2, 1.